Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great. So by this time, I'm pretty sure all of you must have seen the breaking news. Donald Trump has been impeached. In fact, I even went to social media and I saw people posting, oh, Trump has lost his job and this and that. Trump didn't lose any job. That thing that happened in the House is just nothing but a show of shame. This day will go down in history as the day that the Democrats dragged the United States of America to the mud, to the gutter where they all reside. This is a shame of the highest order. I mean, this is unprecedented in the history of the U.S. that you impeach a sitting American president, arguably the best president in the history of the United States of America. You want to impeach him, or rather you claim to impeach him without following the House rules. There are laid down rules. Impeaching a president from the House is nothing, it's not new. It happened to Clinton. But there are rules that must be followed. All these rules were followed when they did the impeachment of Clinton many years ago. Today, because it is Donald Trump, the Democrats have violated every single one of these rules they swore to protect and uphold. Just because they want Trump out. Can you imagine that? They made up even new rules that they got along on live television before the whole world. And the media never called them out. They kept giving them a pass because it is Trump. America has been shamed. Aside the rules, the U.S. Constitution warned clearly in black and white. It said when you want to take out an American president through impeachment, avoid voting along party lines. The Democrats did just that. Not a single Republican supported or voted with them to impeach a sitting American president. The same thing the Constitution warned against. The same thing that Jerry Nadler spoke about. That Elijah Cummings spoke about. All Democrats, even Nancy Pelosi, when they were about to impeach Clinton many years ago, they have all violated at this time because it is Donald Trump. Not only that, in America, which is the beacon of democracy, the biggest democracy in the world, we always know that any person accused of anything is innocent until proven guilty. In the case of Donald Trump, the Democrats say no, he doesn't deserve to be innocent until proven guilty. The man is actually in court as we speak to prove his innocence, and yet they had to go and impeach him because they have already set a date that he must be impeached before Christmas. So it's no longer about finding him guilty or following due process. It just has to be about fulfilling our promise to the people who follow us, that we told them we will impeach him, so we have to impeach him whether he is guilty or not. This is what the Democrats have done to the United States of America, not to Trump. These are the people who told you that Trump campaign colluded with Russia, the same Adam Schiff. For 2.5 years, CNN and the mainstream media peddled this lie and fake news. Several millions of dollars of taxpayers' money was spent to be able to investigate this rubbish. At the end of the day, the IG report has come out to vindicate Donald Trump and his campaign. Do you know many people who follow CNN still don't know that Donald Trump's campaign did not collude with Russia? The Democrats don't want to accept the result of an election in which an overwhelming majority, silent majority, more than 63 million of them, overwhelmingly voted for the man they want to have in the White House. They rejected it from day one. And they started talking about impeaching Trump from the day he won there. In fact, before Trump became a nominee for his party, the Democrats were already threatening they were going to impeach if he ever wins. And when he won, they all came out and rioted all over America, poo-pooing on the street like mad people that they are, and saying, Trump is not my president, we must impeach him. And so when they took over the House, they set out to impeach the president, whether he was right or wrong, whether he is guilty or not. And that's what they just did. But guess what? Many people think that by impeaching Trump, that Trump no longer has a job. It's a bloody lie. The House has done what they have the constitutional right to do. They violated the laws, the rules, and everything, and they did it. It's still going to go to the Senate for trial. But guess what? Who controls the Senate? The Republicans, Trump's party. And all the leaders of the Republican Party in the Senate have spoken out. The major ones have spoken out. Mitch McConnell said, when it comes to this impeachment, I'm going to coordinate with the White House on anything that I do. And then the media went bonkers. Why would you coordinate with Trump? It means that you're never going to allow the trial to go through. And then Lindsey Graham in Doha said, that nonsense is a sham. I can't wait to shut it down. As soon as I get to the U.S., I am going to shut it down as quickly as possible. So the Democrats are now angry. They know that the Senate is going to overturn this wickedness, this sham, this scam that they have put together. And so they have started threatening. Listen to this. They started threatening they are going to start another impeachment hearing and impeach Trump again for the second time. Impeach Trump for the second time because they know that the Senate is going to overturn this one. Did you hear that? It's in the news. And you tell me that these guys are not lunatics. These are the people who don't want to tell you what Donald Trump has done for the world, what he has done for the United States of America. Look at the jobs. Look at the black unemployment numbers. Look at what he has done for Africa. It is because of Donald Trump that peace talks are going on in Sudan right now as we speak. It is because of Donald Trump that Cameroon is now cautious about what they do to the Southerners who are mostly Christians. It is because of Donald Trump that the Christians who were on the verge of being eradicated completely from Nigeria are now beginning to heave a little sigh of relief. Trump is the only president in the world who has stood up and said, stop killing Christians in Nigeria. And he has actually done more than just warning the government. They don't want to tell you that. CNN will never tell you that, because if they told you that, it will be that they are giving credit to Donald Trump. The liars don't want to tell you that. Donald Trump did not deserve this rubbish that happened. And it has not been for him. So at the end of the day, Trump is going to still win elections in 2020. The man is still the president of Jerry Nadler. He's still the president of Adam Schiff. He's still Nancy Pelosi's president in 2025. Because in 2020, Trump is going to record the highest black bloc vote ever for any American president in history. There will be so many black people, so many minorities voting for Trump in 2020. And the Democrats know that. Even CNN admitted, MSNBC admitted, Washington Post, New York Times, they all admitted that the Democrats don't have a candidate for the 2020 polls. That's what this nonsense is all about, because they know that going by the trend of impeachment, that when a president is so-called impeached in the House, his party goes on to lose the election the next year. Unfortunately, this has not been an impeachment. This has been a presidential harassment of the highest order, a coup d'etat, which by the grace of God has failed. And so the calculations will not work. In 2020, Trump will win by an overwhelming majority, almost 3 times the same majority that voted him in 2016. And this man is going to be your president from 2020 to 2025, when he's going to hand over to another Republican president. Mark my words. I'm not just saying this to make anybody feel good. That's what is going to happen. So what you see that just happened is only a show of shame. They just degraded the United States of America. They just shamed America so they can tickle their followers who are not deep, who don't believe in substance. They just believe in entertainment, because the Democratic Party is an extension of Hollywood. They just like show. Oh, breaking news. Trump has been impeached. And after that, what else? Where is the substance? You're not going to kick the man out. So why did you waste money to go through this nonsense when you know you will never kick him out of office? Trump is still the president, and he will be till 2025. May God bless the United States of America, and may God keep and bless Donald J. Trump, the great man who has come to save the rest of us and give the voiceless their voice. God bless him, and God bless all of you.